with one of the returning players for ECU women's basketball, Jayla Hearp. And Jayla, you're only one of 3 returning players, so there's a lot of new faces on this team. How have you been able to, as a leader and as someone familiar with the program, try to get these new faces kind of to mesh in the offseason?
Well, like Coach Kim said, we spent a lot of time doing team bonding and things outside of just being on the court, whether that be going to the water park in Raleigh, spending time at Coach Kim's house for cookouts, or just things on our own. But as far as from like a leadership role, I've really been trying just to be patient with everybody and just understand that they're new and it takes a while to learn the system. But just trying to make everyone feel comfortable and welcoming them to ask questions and things like that. Just being patient.
Okay, and one of the things that I noticed in the off season is one of the hashtags that y'all use, especially on social media, is FAB. So can you explain to me what FAB stands for, what it means to you as a player?
FAB, that means FAB, Family, Academics, and Basketball. So at the end of the day, we're a family. We spend more time together than with our own family, so we're like always together and just trying to keep that relationship strong. Academics is the A. Coach Kim does not play about academics at all, so just maintaining those grades and handling your business in the classroom. And then B, obviously that's basketball, just coming in when you're in here, just giving it all you got and bringing energy and effort. So.
Well, you're familiar with how Coach Kim wants to do things, especially from a defensive stance of the on the court. So, since you know the expectations and just how unique this defensive kind of scheme is in the realm of college basketball, how do you get everybody else that maybe have come from a different system or is not familiar with the system at all, how do you get them to buy in that, hey, this works, we've done this before, we can be very successful with it?
To do that, really what you have to do is lead by example. Just show them what it's like getting on the floor, boxing out, doing the little things, being scrappy, being a pest on the ball. And normally, like when our teammates see that, they want to keep that same intensity. So when they get their next rep, they'll bring the same intensity going hard because they see how much it means to you and how much you're bought in. It just makes you want to be a part of it.
Well, since I did mention that you, Bobby Smith, and Anzhane Hutton, the 3 of you are the returning players, but the 3 of you have very different styles when it comes to leadership. As Coach Kim was saying in the press conference, you're probably more, you lead by example more than anything else, where maybe Anzhane is more your vocal leader and Bobby's more like, hey, I'm your best friend. I'll take you to the grocery store if you need me to.
Right.
With those 3 different styles of leadership, do you feel like, that each style has its place within a team like that? Especially when you have so many new players coming in?
Yeah, I definitely think we need somebody that's boisterous. We need somebody that when you're feeling down on yourself, you're having a rough day, somebody that can uplift you and let you know that everything is being okay. And you also just need somebody to be an example for you. But I've really been trying to push myself to be all 3 of those things, not just leading by example, but it's some days, I'm really being intentional about making sure that my voice is heard throughout practice, and it's not just Nate carrying the load. Me and Bobby, we trying to, work on our voices as well and being more vocal.
Well, final question. You're about 11 days away from your first basketball game for this season, and you take on UNCW. How are you feeling so far? And is this kind of like almost like Christmas Day for you because you're like, oh, I can't wait to get to that first game?
I'm excited. I'm ready for basketball season. It's just, I don't know, once basketball season starts, it's just a different smell in the air. It feels different outside just coming in here. So yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. It feels like it's been a long off season, but like Coach Kim said, it went by fast. I can't wait.
It's not quite basketball weather yet.
Right.
It's still kind of 70-some degrees outside. It's still kind of warm.
Once it starts getting dark and a little cooler outside, that's when you know.
Okay. All right. Well, Jayla, thank you very much for sitting in with me, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. I am here with Anzhane Hutton, one of the 3 returning players for Kim McNeil for East Carolina women's basketball. Anzhane, first of all, how was your off-season been so far?
I think I had a really great off-season. I stayed in the gym. I stayed in the weight room. Last year was my first year coming back from surgery and a serious injury. So I played with a brace, but this year I'm not playing with a brace. So in order to achieve that, I had to get both of my quads stronger. So I did a lot of work in the weight room, and then I just worked on my skill, my range, and my footwork this off-season.
Well, you played, like you said, you played in a brace, but doggone, you had a pretty decent year last year. So what are some of your goals that you would like to achieve this year? Not only just getting stronger and being able to play a full healthy season, but also, what are some of the goals that you have individually as a ball player?
So first and foremost, I'm just doing whatever it takes to get a win each and every game. Obviously, we're not going to go undefeated this year, but it's always my intention to do whatever it takes to just get that energy. Obviously, I'm a great rebounder. Everyone labels me as like a dog. So I'm just going to go out there and bring that same intensity. I'm excited to be aggressive on the boards, offensively and defensively, and just take what the defense gives me.
We mentioned this before, but the fact that you have 10 new players coming in, and in a system as unique as Kim McNeil's, how have you seen these new players come in and embrace this new system that is quite unique for college basketball?
So honestly, when Coach Kim recruited me, she always told me it takes about a year or two to learn her system, and honestly, I understand that now, because seeing where I am right now compared to where I was last year in the system, it's just a complete 180. You learn to move a little bit better. So from my position, obviously being a captain and a leader of this team, my goal is just to direct, and I feel like I've been doing that to the best of my abilities. I think we're making progress as far as 12, our defense. I think it'll be the biggest weapon that has been since the championship year season, which I think will be a great benefit to this team. We're very long, very athletic, so it's just taking a time, but I think it'll come together really well.
One of the other things that I've noticed is, of course, teams, they all have slogans or their mantra for the year, or whatever the case may be, that I've seen a lot on social media. And it's the hashtag FAB. And Jayla told me it stands for Family, Academics, and Basketball. So what does FAB mean to you?
Family, academics, basketball. That's really what this program is about. Honestly, from being here from last year into this year, I feel like we are closer as a family just from the connections that we have with the coaches and just internally as a team. Academics, I think Coach Kim was saying our GPA is like a 3.4. So I think the freshmen have done a really good job of transitioning. Grades are really good. Shout out to Madison. And then basketball, we come in here every day with the intention to get better, 1% better each and every day. Some days we fall short, but that's just what comes with being a basketball player. You can't achieve every single goal each and every day, but I do think we are going in the right direction.
Well, you're one of 3 leaders of the team that Coach Kim discussed. I mentioned it with Jayla, is that Jayla seems to lead by example. You seem to be more of the vocal leader, I'm going to have to say what I need to say to get my point across, and that Bobby Smith is more like your best friend that can, like she mentioned, the Uber driver that can take you to the grocery store, whatever. Those are 3 very unique leadership styles. How do they mesh with these new players?
So I think honestly, for me, I think the most important leadership role is just your relationship and connection. So I think Bobby's doing a really good job with basically being there for the freshmen whenever it is. I feel like any of the freshmen will call Bobby immediately if they need something. So always being able to have that shoulder that you know for a fact you could lean on. And then Jayla, obviously, she's been here, she's played, she was part of the championship team, played in the game. So obviously she knows the pace, she knows what it takes in order to be successful. So everybody looks up to her in that way. And then obviously for me, my voice is just very loud, and I'm very respected by all of my teammates. Whether it's the good or the bad, someone always is, like, Nayo, can you go say this to so-and-so or encourage her? So I'm just here to make sure that my teammates get the job done. And I'm still learning my teammates to understand how they can receive certain things, but I think me, Jayla, and Bobby make a really good team.
Yeah, I think it helps when you have 3 very different styles of leadership, because not everybody, like you said, not everybody's going to take things the same way. So you may have to kind of approach it in a different way. Final question: you're 11 days away from the first, basketball game. How are you feeling so far in terms of where you are when you started in the off season to 11 days from your first game? How do you feel about it so far?
I'm anxious, man. I'm really excited for this year. Let's be honest, nobody's expecting us to do anything this year. We lost a big core of what ECU has been for the past couple of years, and nobody's expecting us to do anything. So I'm really anxious to go out there and shut some people up. I think we will not finish in the standings that they predicted us as, but again, standings don't matter at the end of the day. We're just trying to get the conference championship. So I think everybody here that's their goal, and we're going to achieve it.
Well, hopefully we can carry that chip on our shoulder and prove every single one of them wrong. Anzhane, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, and good luck for the rest of the season. We'll see how things go, and we'll catch up with you somewhere down the road.
Thank you.